Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Race Beyond the American Dream Sports. I'm your host, Mr. G. Lacey, and I'm with my co-host, Mr. Blake. Man, what's up, Mr.
Yes.
Blake?
What's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we back again. We back again for another one, man.
Hey.
We back in the building, guys. Man, sports have gotten crazy. The NBA done got crazy, man.
Let's
Everything
talk
is,
about it.
man. Look. Everything is in the whirlwind, man. We don't know what's about to happen, man.
I
Everybody
tell
got
you.
traded. I mean, it's
Woo.
crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's get into this week's topics. Starting with the first topic, my man. So, with the first topic, we got LeBron going to the Sixers, bro. What does this
Man.
mean for the Eastern Conference? And can they win in their first year? So, what's up? What you think about that?
Oh man, what shoot? Hey, I can't speak for everybody, but I already knew this move, like LeBron, like this would be a better option for him. So I kind of think he would go to that direction. A lot of people say he'll go back to the Heat, which makes no sense for real. I mean, that front court is already loaded, with Giannis already there. And then going back to Cleveland. I mean, if he's trying to do a homegoing thing, that's cool. Try to do like a farewell tour in Cleveland. But no, we all know LeBron. He wants to win. So guess what? He goes to the 76ers. And you know what? And that's a perfect fit for him. Even though they have all these stars on the team, and Tyrese, VJ, you got JB just joined, and you got Embiid if he stay healthy. If he can stay healthy. And LeBron just fit right there in that spot, in that role with them. So, you know, with Eastern Conference, man, coming up, man, I'm telling you, people, it's a long time coming, but this conference is making powerhouse moves now. Like you got like you said, you got Giannis, switching teams, stay in the East, but
Right. Okay. We gonna get into that. Okay, we're gonna get into all of
yeah,
that. But you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but yeah,
What I'm
but
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Uh,
I just gotta say, the Eastern Conference is coming up.
oh yeah.
West is always gonna be the West. I mean, yeah, kind of weakened a little bit, but you still got some teams on the horizon out there on the rise out there in the West. But um, the East, man, they get into a competition this year. They're gonna make it a competition next year.
Oh yeah,
Tell
for
you
sure.
that.
For sure. No, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But like I said, like you just said, man, now with the 76ers, man, LeBron going to the 76ers, first off, man, they predicted it, right? People were predicting it a little bit because, like you said, it seemed like a good fit. But I heard, and this was what they were saying, of course, on news stories and everything else. Once Jalen Brown, you know what I'm saying? Once Jalen Brown was able to be secured by the 76ers, basically, it
Yeah,
was a done deal for LeBron, man. It was a done deal for LeBron. It was a done deal for him trying to get to that organization, or more importantly, trying to get to an organization that made sense to basically help him get to in title contention. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because most of the other teams, don't get me wrong, they had some decent pieces, but that Jalen Brown domino is what set everything off. And then I'm gonna tell you what
yeah,
else really set it off too. If you look at ownership, you got a lot of good ownership and a lot of good front office. We gonna get into front offices. When you talk
yeah.
about Bob Myers
Uh,
being in the front office, and then you got
man.
and then you in Bob Myers, he went on record to tell LeBron, hey, I got what you need in the 76ers. We're gonna try to get it done. I got some pieces. Let's go ahead and try to come down here and see if we can make it happen.
Yeah,
It's the
there you
type of
go.
That is the type of president you need. That is the type of piece of your organization that you need in order to get big deals
Yeah,
done. And that's exactly what Bob Myers and the 76ers organization was able to do. They was able to get that done in very record time. And so now that you look up, LeBron is in Philly, where everybody else thought he might go back to a familiar setting. He said, no, I'm going to take my talents down to the city of brotherly love and try to go 2 years, try to go win a championship. And
yeah,
so
man.
Now we're looking at a powerhouse team, man. You got LeBron James, you got Jalen Brown, Joel Embiid, VJ Edgecombe, and Tyrese Maxey, man. One heck of a starting lineup. And then not to mention they got really great bench pieces, man. That you know what I'm saying? And if you look at the bench pieces, man, they got if you go look at the organization, like I said, I can look it up right now. These guys have a full on roster, man. And when I tell you that
Yep.
they are going to be something to deal with coming up soon, I mean, it's going to be crazy. These guys are going to be a definitely the team to look out for sure. In the very short term future.
Absolutely.
In the very short term future. And so now that we're looking at this organization, man, this was a move that not a lot of people seen coming, but nonetheless it happened. And now they got some decent bench pieces, and they got one of the best starting lineups in the NBA, guys. So I look forward to seeing what this 76ers team is going to do. And I look forward to seeing if they can make it all gel, especially within the first year.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure,
Yo,
for sure.
it's gonna be something to watch.
Oh yeah, must see TV. If you are a if you are a fan, if you are a fan of the sport, then you are definitely going to want to tune in, man, and watch. You know what I'm saying? This organization.
'Cause, I ain't never seen NBA offseason so hype when they release the schedule,
Oh,
especially for
oh,
the
oh,
opening
oh yeah,
games
oh
and the
yeah, oh
Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, you know.
We definitely finna, and we're gonna get into that. Now, speaking of next topics, speaking of trades, DeMar DeRozan is going to the Denver Nuggets. Can this help the Denver Nuggets contend in the West? And could he be added to the starting lineup? What you think?
Mm, I don't know about this one. DeMar DeRozan, don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm the same age as these guys. I
Yeah.
mean, and you still got guys this age still making things happen. Like
Right, right,
guys still playing football at a high level.
right,
Not playing basketball. Look at LeBron in his 40s, still playing high level.
right,
I mean, it's amazing, but it's to be seen because DeMar DeRozan, he comes out like I would say he comes out as a somebody who still got some left in the tank. Like he like mid range game still solid. I mean he still can play ball at a high level, but it's just he wasted a lot of minutes, a lot of floor minutes playing with these teams that's not worth anything, like it's not going anywhere. Like the Kings at one point, like pretty much the Kings and the Bulls, like the guys know to go, but it just remains to be seen. Like put him around some talent and see like he's not going to be called to do much, which is good. Shouldn't be at this point in his career, he shouldn't be like you shouldn't count on him to do anything. And
right.
you got the Joker there. You got other supporting cast. You got Jamal Murray. So it's to remain to be seen with me to see how that goes. I mean, I can see it fitting well, but you got a dynamic piece that you traded away in Peyton Watson. I mean, I know they won't be able to retain him because for a lot of money, which he should. Like he's that type of guy, like who could do everything on the floor. Peyton Watson. So um, yeah, that's gonna remain to be seen. Like if the workload is not heavy for DeMar DeRozan, I can see this being a good fit. It could be a good fit, sneakily. Because that's an organization that's begging, for a solid wing. They don't need to be, 'cause they can't afford to keep the guy they have. So, DeMar DeRozan, his defense is not all that great.
Right.
So, it's just, like I said, it's remaining to be seen what he can still do on the perimeter. Because that's what he's going to be playing the three. That's no doubt. But, yeah, well, and when they made that sign, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, it's tricky with guys that age. You want to see what they can still do. Like, these guys not Steph Curry, LeBron. These guys still going out. Steph Curry still going out there knocking threes down like he's just like this is 5th year in the league or something. Like,
Right.
man, you can't do nothing with that. That's world class talent. So but every guy's not different. So like I said, I want to see how that plays out.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I don't know, man. With this particular DeMar DeRozan trade, I'm gonna be honest with you. DeMar DeRozan, back in his Toronto days, obviously was one of the best, Toronto Raptors out over there, right?
Yeah,
Him and DeMar
yeah.
DeRozan, him and Kyle Lowry made up one of the best duos out there in the East.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, they came on the other side of the, you know what I'm saying? They came on the wrong, side of the whole LeBron era. So even though they
Yeah.
were a decent team, they were never able to get over the hump because LeBron was always there stopping them. So they were never going to get over the LeBron situation.
Yeah.
You know, 8 straight years of going to the finals, he wasn't going to stop that because DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry were over there. It literally
Right.
took it literally took for LeBron to leave the Eastern Conference and then for the Toronto Raptors to trade DeMar DeRozan in order to get Kawhi Leonard in order for the Toronto Raptors to even compete and win.
Yeah.
And that even came at a time where the Raptors basically they capitalized on a very hurt and very not so healthy Warriors team at that particular time, right?
Right. Right.
But with that being said, I think DeMar DeRozan, like I said, he was great back then, and then he left Toronto, went to the Bulls, and I just think that after that, he never really returned to that ultimate status that he had when he was over there with the Toronto Raptors, and unfortunately now. Do I think that he still got something in the tank? Can he still give you 15 to 20 points a game? Yes, he's very capable. I think he's a great scorer, but
Mm-hmm.
I just think that, like you said, it's to be determined because you have a team like Denver who, if he can fit right into the Denver system, then yes, he can be a great player. But if he cannot fit directly into that system that Denver has, he'll just be another liability. And then he'll be a guy that can score, but on the defensive end, can't really give them what they need in order to be able to compete in a very competitive Western Conference where both of the two top teams are teams like Oklahoma City and the Spurs. So,
Yeah.
so like you said, it's to be determined, but it will require DeMar DeRozan to not only obviously take on a role to be good at scoring, which he's already good at, but it would also require him to take on a role to be, to kind of, help himself on the defensive end and be able to really come in key moments when they really need him and get it done when they need him the most. Not as far as being, a level of what Jokic is on the team or a level of what Jamal Murray is on the team, but at least being maybe a third or fourth guy that can come in and give them quality minutes when they need him to do so in order to give them over the hump on nights when maybe the Joker or Jamal Murray is just tired out and they need somebody to close the game, you know? And
Yeah.
so it's possible for DeMar DeRozan to take on that type of role, but he would definitely have to, not be what he's been on in the last couple of years, with especially with the Kings or especially with the Bulls, because while he may be, while he may be able to be, productive, does those minutes matter enough in order for him to make them quality minutes that's going to help the team ultimately get to the win? Those are the minutes that we need him to have.
Yeah.
Just making buckets out there, that's not what we need. We need a guy that's going to come in and get it done when we need it the most and get it done the way we need it to get it done, and especially at the end of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he can go out there and do that and play a decent role in doing that, then he might have a shot to have to be able to make a difference on the Denver Nuggets team this year. If not, then it's going to be more of the same, and they may be looking to trade him, maybe even before the trade deadline, if it really doesn't look like.
It's really think about it personally. This is another question to ask because I'm leaning more towards not so much because they really had a solid player in Peyton Watson. You talking about a guy who can play the 3 and the 4 and play great defense. They missing out on a player like that. And, this is kind of like a I wouldn't say like a panic button move for the Denver Nuggets, but this is a move that they needed to make because there's not much out there as far as wing players, and DeMar DeRozan just became available, and that's like I said, it's gonna be a good score option for you, but for defense, this kind of is a setback for the Nuggets because you ain't got really too many guys on that team that can lock down and play deep. So I, it's like I said, it's remained to be seen, but it just kind of made. I think the Denver Nuggets took a small step back. And it was gonna get they're going to take a small step back this year. I'm That's what I'm believing.
Okay. Hey, my man, I mean, you could be on to something. It might be because, like you say, like I said, because of what DeMar DeRozan has been, especially in the last couple of years, it just seems like right now he's on the down. He's on the down spiral, not down spiral, but he's on the end part of his career where he's not
Yeah,
where he can still be effective, but he's not going to be as effective enough as somebody like you said, like a Peyton Watson, who's more suitable for a bench role or suitable for a supporting cast role. You know what I'm saying? So, that's something that, like I said, we'll look at it as the season goes on, and we'll see what it's like by the time the trade deadline comes up.
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but with that being said, on to the next trade. Klay Thompson to Miami. So, with that being said, we know that he got traded to Dallas. Didn't really go as well in Dallas for him. Actually, really didn't go well in Dallas for a lot of the players that ended up getting traded to Dallas as a result of the Luka trade. Fast forward to now,
Uh,
um, he's going to Miami. He's going to play with Bam. He's going to play with Giannis. He's going to play with Wiggins, and he's going to play with Tim Hardaway Jr. as well, and Bobby
so,
Portis. Right? They have
yeah,
a whole organization over there. So with
yeah.
that being said, can can Klay play like the old Klay, and can this help this particular trade help the can it help the Heat contend in the Eastern Conference? What do you think?
Well, this is a big power shift within the Miami Heat organization because you had a lot of guards, but you traded that to upload your front court. I mean, you got a dynamic player in Giannis. He stays healthy, which I believe for the most part. Well, for the most part, he hasn't shown it. But if you can get a healthy Giannis, you're good. You're good up there. You're good because you got Bam right next to you, and then you got somebody off the bench guy like Portis who's really good. Can't have a starting role if you wanted to, but he's just that good coming off the bench doing his thing, and he been okay with that. Like we say a prolific scorer right off that bench. Now, now my thing was about the team is where's the front court? Wait a minute. Backcourt. Sorry. And I feel like this is a big step up for Tim Hardaway. You know, he's a guy who like the early part of his career been kind of buried here and there behind the bench. But then again, as of lately, he's been getting his time. And, as long as he be consistent up there, I believe that this team really has a shot.
For sure.
But man, you're gonna miss guys like Tyler Hero. Guys who that can step up, and make things happen in that backcourt. You know, that's gonna be quite some shoes to fill, but just their front court looks good. The backcourt is really what I'm concerned about. You know, can Hardaway stay? Can he be consistent? He's kind of off. Can I want to say off injury prone, but he's injury prone. He can be. But this year, this is the tail end. Are you going to step up for this team? Or are you going to take the role of being that guy in that backcourt? So Mm. As far as that, they got, like I said, they got a solid front court. I mean, they can win some games, but it just depends on how this makeshift look. Is as far as that point, or I think he is running the point, or he's gonna be there because he's a combo guard. So, want to see how he does there. And then Klay Thompson, at this point, the things he's been through as far as that Achilles injury he had, like, man, right there in the finals, he was only he's only it works. He's not going to come off. He's not going to be. He's definitely not your starter anymore. He's a guy who can rotate off the bench here and there. But this time around, like, I'm surprised he even got a contract with the team. Like, don't get me wrong. He's still he's not the shell of the defender he was. He's not even like the Warriors, Klay Thompson, when he was winning championships. He's not that guy anymore. We all know that. But if he can come off the bench and do what he does. Like he can step up, play some D here and there, and then just horse up his shots and make them at a consistent basis. And they have something there on the bench. They have something. I believe they have something there. So as far as him, Clay, mm, that's an okay signing to me. It's okay. I give it an okay.
Okay.
Man, like a B somewhere in there because because he's still a good shooter. And is like an average defender now.
Right.
Not like he was, like I said, above average defender he was with the Warriors, but you know he can help.
Right. Yeah, yeah, man. With this Klay Thompson signing, man, my problem, or not even really a problem. My thing about it is I think that, in the past, maybe if it was 5 years ago or so, and they made this particular signing, it might have possibly made a difference, right? And it possibly would have helped them a lot more than what it's going to do now. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, like you said, Clay is not what he used to be, man. Um, could I see him getting back to being efficient, at least efficient when it comes to shooting? Sure. But is he going to be the Clay Thompson of old when he was one of the Splash Brothers? I don't necessarily know about that, man. And that's the one thing that,
why should I think that? Yeah, it's for people not to think. Nope, that's unfair to him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. He has the potential. He has the potential to be the Clay Thompson of old because he still has his shooter's touch. But the
Yeah,
reality of it is he going to be able to do that? Especially with this Heat team and be able to do it at the level he used to be able to? Probably not. I'm just hoping that he can be efficient in his shooting, and when they need him to come out and come through, that he'll be able to come through in those moments at least when they need him. You know what I'm saying? Just like anybody else that's a role player, just be able to play your role and play it to the best of your ability. That way, you don't become ultimately a liability to the team in which you are going to. You know?
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
Exactly what you look for.
Yeah, so hopefully the Klay Thompson trade can possibly work. If he could get back to that shooter's touch to where he's even beyond what he's been in the last couple of years, man, then that organization got a gem for nothing. Because honestly, you know what I'm saying, the Clay of old, if he can get anywhere close to near that, man, I mean, that's a whole nother topic. Then you know what I'm saying. We're speaking about a whole nother type of Heat team, right? But
Right.
as of now, the Miami Heat still have a really good team to compete in the East. But like I said, this Klay Thompson trade, the best thing for him to do is just play his role on the team, make the shots they need him to make, and be able to play decent enough defense when he's out there, so he doesn't, make it to where the minutes that he has on the court are minutes that they end up losing more points than they actually are winning, or losing more time, or losing more of the game than they actually winning of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just being productive and making his time count. Yep. So hopefully Clay does well. But with that being said, on to the next topic of discussion, man. So we talked a little bit of basketball. We're gonna go back to it a little bit later, but we finna switch over to boxing. Now, Teofimo Lopez defeated Rolly Romero last night for the title. So who should face
Hmm.
Teofimo next? What do you think?
I said what? Say okay. Repeat that again. You were in and out on my end.
I said Teofimo Lopez defeated Rolly Romero for the title last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Who you think that Teofimo should face next?
Mm. After that, impressive. Man. It was pretty. It was impressive. Um. mm, I don't know if I want to. Because it's tricky because I don't know too much about this kid. When we say kid,
Right.
but uh, I think that's a tough question. Come back to me on that one. Come back to me on that one. That's a tough question. I mean, that was an impressive win. He beat Romero,
Yeah.
you know, for the yeah. That's it. It was the three division world champion, right?
I think so. I think so. I'm not sure, man. I'll check the story later. And guys, for guys who want to look more into the Rolly Romero and Teofimo fight and the results of that fight
Yeah,
and all of that stuff, I'm
and
gonna go ahead and post
I
it.
know he was in Vegas.
I'm gonna post it
Yeah,
in I'm gonna post it in inside the description, guys, with all of the rest of the links that I link to the bottom of the page. I want you guys to go in there and look at that if you want to see more of the Tiafimo and Rolly Romero story, or more about the Tiafimo and Rolly Romero fight, and just how what belt they run, what the results were, and all of that stuff. But basically, yeah,
yeah.
Tiafimo won last night,
Yeah,
man. And
yeah,
I don't know. The fighting world, when it comes to fighting right now, is in a weird space right now, man. You know,
yeah.
you got a lot of different contenders, people who want to step up next month. I'm not going to talk too much about this fight, but next month you got um the Conor Ben guy facing Ryan Garcia next month. um
Mm,
yeah,
yeah,
so that's going to be interesting to watch and see what happens with that. But like it's a lot of different fights happening right now, but I'm just trying to figure out if we're going to get another big fight, man. I think the fight that
yeah.
we really want to see, man, if you want to be honest, we want to see Tank Davis come back.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Tank Davis
That's what I'm really
come
waiting
back
on.
and to face somebody like a I don't know. What's his name? What's the guy's name? The guy that faced trying to think about this. Think about this guy. What is this kid's name? It's the guy that ended up facing you supposed to face Tiafimo. What is it? I forgot the guy's name, man, but he either him or we
Or Rivero,
not Rolly, not go Ryan.
not rolling. Okay,
We seen Take beat both of them. We seen
okay.
beat both of them. The guy that I'm looking for him to face, um, if not what you call it, it's either Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
David Haney, yeah, yeah.
or or
Okay.
or Shakur Stevenson, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, those two fights will possibly
mm.
be the ones that I
Eh,
would see, particularly the one
yeah.
with Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for them to try to see if they can make that happen, man. This Teofimo fight was in good. Teofimo Lopez, like you said he showed a very great outing against
Yeah.
Rolly Romero. But I'm looking to see those big fights, man, the ones that are nobody is talking about. And like I said, that Tank Davis going up against Shakur Stevenson, possibly, you know what I'm saying, would be, one of those fights that'll not only get the money, but it'll get the fanfare going, and it'll be another one of those super fights that everybody wants to see. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to make a fight like that happen, but it's kind of hard these days because number one, the fighters don't like to go up against each other like they used to, and number two, even when they do agree that they want to go up against each other, we have all of the other different managers and all of the different stuff in the background that they got to get settled out before they actually are able to fight. And
Yeah.
sometimes those things don't get settled out the way they need to. But we definitely love to see Tank Davis and your boy what's his name, Shakur Stevenson. If we could possibly ever see that, that'll be a great fight to see.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I would actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was something that should be put together.
yeah.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah, 100%. That that'd be a next good fight that people are gonna be talking about. So
Oh yeah, for years to come, if it was to possibly happen.
put that up. Yeah,
Yeah,
put that up.
yeah, yeah.
Hopefully they work something out there.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. With that being said, on to the next topic of discussion, my man. Um, so the last time we witnessed Anthony Joshua in the ring, he broke um Jake Paul's jaw, right? So
Yeah, and
fast
that
forward
wake up
to
went too special. Yeah.
yeah. Fast forward to now. As of recent, he defeated a guy named Kristen Pringa. So my question to you is this: now that he's gotten past the Jake Paul fight, and now that he's came back and won another fight, who should Anthony Joshua face next? And my choices between the two opponents is either Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. Now we've talked about this before, but which one you think will be the better opponent, and which one do you think that everybody wants to see, if they could see it?
I would say Tyson Fury. I believe in myself. Give Tyson Fury. Yeah, give that another. Yeah, give that a go. Because that not only they're only like pretty much I would say the same. I would say the same type of boxing, but they're on that same almost the same level to where they need to fight that out and see who's better than who. I like that Tyson Fury. I would say more of that.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, I would get that.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm glad that you're interested in that. You think that, but here's my opinion. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
So while I do think that, don't get me wrong, I think that it'll get a lot of fanfare if he was to face Fury, and like you said, him and Fury are kind of on a collision course at this point. However, the more exciting fight to me, the fight we've wanted to see for years, is Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua.
This is like this kind of remind me of that Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao
Yes,
put
yes.
together, man. Like,
You see what
hey
I'm
man,
saying?
they
It's
keep
like
talking about it, but are you gonna put it together though? Are you gonna put it together?
like because these guys, let me tell you something. Out of everybody that's ever faced either one of these guys, we've never seen those two guys going at it. Is something that everybody wants to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
box office. It would have whatever any arena that holds it is going to get. Like I was saying, man, like this would be the fight that everybody wants to see. One of the fights that, you know what I'm saying, of the century, man. Wilder and Fury and not Tyson Fury, but Wilder and Joshua, man. And we've been waiting for this for a long time, man. And like you said, it's like that Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather fight.
And Mayweather,
Yeah,
got that thing to it. Yeah,
and it's like you need them to put this together. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And really be able to go out there and put on the show that everybody wants to see. And like I said, any venue would want it, whether it's Vegas, whether it's New York, or whether it's England, wherever they go and do it at, man, it's going to be grand, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in
yeah.
Saudi Arabia, like they do a lot of the fights now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever organization they choose to do this fight in, they're going to go ahead and accept this fight, man. It's just about Can we go ahead and get the fans what they want, man? Let's go ahead and get this fight done. Before both of them
Yeah.
officially put up their boxing gloves and officially retire. Let's go ahead, get this fight done, get it on paper, get the negotiations done so that we can see something that everybody wants to see. You know what I'm saying? And even if it don't even necessarily have to go the way we wanted to go, but let's see what happens when these two great fighters have we've seen in the last 10 to 15 years, what happens when they get in the ring together and they definitely collide. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what everybody is looking to see, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So come on,
I
guys.
agree.
Come on, Anthony Joshua team. Come on, Deontay Wilder
Come on.
team. Let's go ahead and step up before you guys get out of there, and let's see what's what, and let's get this going so that we can get the fans what they want before you guys get out of here. Because I mean, you don't have. Let's be honest. Um, they don't have a lot of time left. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't.
A
No,
lot of
they
guys,
don't.
a
Yeah.
lot of guys, a lot of the guys that we just grew up with in the last era with, people like Deontay, people like Anthony Joshua, people like Terrence Crawford, people like Errol Spence. Those guys are on
Mm-hmm.
they're going out. They're out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're no longer the younger, much more competitive and bigger fighter anymore.
No, they're
There are a
not.
lot of
Yep.
other fighters out there now. You know what I'm saying? And so it's time for you to go ahead and do this last fight, the end of an era, get it done so that we can go ahead and get what we want finally before we go into the next era with the next new fighters that we have.
Yep.
Because they don't have too much time left. Neither one of them. Let's be
No,
honest.
they don't. They sure don't.
So
Time's are ticking, man.
yeah, we seen it, and I don't know if you watched the Earl Spence fight, but that Earl Spence fight, I felt bad for him because
Yeah, that
you know,
wasn't. Yeah,
yeah, because we knew. I'm talking about the last fight. We knew that it was he it was his career is done. You know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's unfortunate that you know after he was beaten by Terrence Crawford, which is Terrence Crawford.
yeah.
We see now it's Terrence. It's Terrence. So it's not a
Right.
it's not a bad thing to get beat by Terrence, but it's like for you to
Yeah,
be off that long and for you to recover and be able to make it back the way you when you needed to, it just didn't work out the way it
you just
needed
don't have
to.
the same thing too. Yeah, yeah. You're just not the same. You're not the same. Yeah,
Yeah. And he knows it too, and that's why he congratulated the guy, and he just said, it's about time for him to get out of there. And I just believe that a
yeah.
lot of fighters are starting to realize, like, we're not trying to do the Floyd Mayweather thing where we got 50-0, and even if we did, we're not trying to do it past the age of 40. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right, right.
that's not a realistic thing to be wanting to be getting your head punched in after 40.
Exactly.
You know, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And but that's the thing. That's why I believe this Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua fight needs to happen within the next year or so in order to finally give the fans what they want. Seal a deal on this particular iteration of what we think is one of the two of the best fighters that we've seen in this last era of the last
Hmm.
15 years, and cap off what was been some amazing boxing overall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
That's it. Yeah.
let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going. Deontay
Hey,
Wilder,
come on.
Joshua, let's get it going, man.
I'm
Do
ticking
what you
because
got to
I
do.
want to.
I
Yeah.
think Tyson Fury is going to be around, and you know what I'm saying. And I think that him and Joshua
Yeah,
and
I
Tyson
see.
Fury are going to be able to fight at any time. But
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder and Joshua is really what I'm saying. That'll blow the nail. You know what I'm saying. That'll blow everything out of the water. You know what I'm
And
saying
one
for
thing
sure.
about boxing, man, it takes its toll. So, man, all the fights that you go, it all adds up. So, you don't want to get to the point to where you almost to tail end of your career trying to put it together a big fight.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be the same as as you doing it 5, 10 years ago.
No.
So
And
no,
even now,
each
it
year
seems
is
like
better.
even now it seemed like it's the end. So that's why they need in the next year. If they don't get it done in the next year, we can forget about it. You know,
Forget about it.
it's not.
Yeah,
It's
like
not gonna
yeah,
happen. It's not gonna happen. So get it done in the next year, man. We getting close to the end of this year. Either try to get it done sometime at the beginning of next year, or try to get it done next summer. You know what I'm saying? Get it squared away so we can go ahead and witness one of the best fights that we'll probably see in this era. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. But with that being said, on to the next topic of discussion, my man. So going back into basketball, my man, talking about organizations. What do you think about the Lakers being sold
Mm.
possibly for the second time in the last year?
Man,
Yeah,
that's
and look,
dude.
what does this mean for the direction of the organization, and what does this mean for Luca staying?
You know, I know me personally. I've been watching, been part of these sports organizations for years and years and years. To know that, for the Lakers and me being a Laker fan, like everything went downhill when Dr. Bush died, man. It's like you got the kids that took over. Dude, it's just hard to see that organization as the same as it was in the Dr. Bush days, man. You talk about a guy who knows basketball, who knows business, who knows how to bring good talent in and make it work for everybody around, not just from the front office, but right down to where the players are, to the players. Man, when his kids took over, man, that was the sign because you got Jeannie Buss who don't know a doggone thing about basketball. She knows business. That's the side of that, but she doesn't know and it showed. She know nothing about basketball. When it came to drafting, when it came to putting together guys who the scouters, the front office people, like you knew nothing about putting that together. So you had to have your brother come in. But what you do, you push your brothers out and you took over this yourself and just say, okay, this man, if you're gonna do that, they're gonna come at you. They're gonna come at you. They're gonna sign because what they did, like a vote or something to vote her out of the office, whether she liked it or not. So that's a mess in itself. And you thought they were going the right direction too by signing I don't forget my man's name, who sold the team. You thought you got a good direction because this guy owns the Dodgers. And look at what they did. Look at the success they had over the years. Won two championships back to back. Last year and the year before that. And again in 2020. Okay, you bring this guy over. Okay, he knows back. Okay, he knows about putting together a good, front office, a good, from start from the office on down to the players. And then and you think things is going in the right direction. You bring over Luca, man. LeBron. Okay, he skipped time, but we all know LeBron was gonna leave anyway. I mean, this is Luca's team now. We all get that. And, this is the start of something fresh. You got Luca over here. You got the owner. You got a we say a brand spanking new owner, but he bought the team last year, and then you get this. The man's always he just uprights and just sells the team. And then the guys who took over that share of the team. And then you get all of a sudden Jeannie Buss. Well, she had that coming anyway. Her brother, she already knew her brothers were gonna come after her and make her sell the rest of the team. So we saw that coming. But it's just like just me talking about it. It's like it's a mess in that front office. It's a mess. And not only this is happening to the Lakers, but you got other teams around the NBA who are selling. What is going on? Are y'all in some bad business or something like that? Or this is not good.
Ooh, ooh, oh, you're right. You're right. It's the one I didn't
Yeah.
talk about. It's the one I didn't talk about. It's Minnesota.
With Minnesota. Yep. Minnesota. What?
You,
This is
yeah.
not an everyday thing. Yeah. These talking about billionaire people, man. They selling a team like you don't really get that too often. Okay, this is every like once in a while, every 20 years or so. You hear an owner selling his team, but it's time to move on. Do a different direction. You know, either guys getting too old, or it's just no longer the part that want to sell the team. Like you just want to put it in somebody else's responsibility. But this is just happening, just like players getting traded. What's
Yeah,
going on?
I
And I'm
don't.
up here scratching my head as a Laker fan. I'm scratching my head like, why did something change? We were good until this happened. And you sell it to these because I'm not too fond of these clowns who took over the organization. These are Clipper fans, man. So what does that really say?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah. But I warned you, didn't I?
it's a mess, man. It's a mess.
I warned you.
Yeah,
Once the dominoes started falling into play, you said, "Oh, LeBron wanted to leave anyway." But no, LeBron wanted to leave. Don't get me wrong; he was going to leave eventually, but he was
yeah.
pushed out. He was pushed out because
He was pushed. Yeah.
Jeannie Buss did not want him there. Jeannie Buss did not want him there, and she didn't want him there from
Right.
the start. And when what happened was LeBron saw that. And he also saw the front office. The front office never wanted to help anything that had anything to do with LeBron. And they knew it from the start. And you don't get a superstar of LeBron's caliber and decide, oh, after you've helped me get to the playoffs, win a championship, you've broken records, helped me get all of these butts and seats, did all of this stuff for me. Now
Mm,
we're not even going to
mm,
try to help you. What Laker organization, when does the
right.
Lakers do that to their superstars? That's what I want to know. When
That's
did the
unheard of,
Lakers
right? This
organization ever do that to their superstars?
never.
You see what I'm
And you
saying?
talking about
That
for the
makes
guys?
no
Yeah.
sense. That's how you know that this was a bad start from the get-go. And the way they did LeBron during his tenure there, you talking to me about 8 years. There were so many times where they could have got all of these guys, the guys that they have now on the team, they could have got them,
Oh, of course. Oh,
could have
yeah.
been got them.
Because come on now, who you fooling? This is the Lakers. I mean, this is a big market organization. Big market organization. Come on now, come on. Huh.
So this
You can't
whole
pull these guys.
you like what was going we knew it was a sham going on in the back room. I just wanted the
That's
dominoes to
yeah.
fall into play like they did, and they did the way they did. And now you're looking at this organization, and I'm looking at it like this. You just signed a generational talent who, in the next couple of years, because remember, he only signed a 3-year contract, he could up and get out of there very, very quickly. And then you're left with nothing.
Yeah.
Then you got Austin Reeves, who's another talent. Don't get me wrong, he's great. I'm sure he loves the Lakers. But with new
Oh
ownership,
yeah.
not having a teammate,
How's that gonna look?
if Luka decides to leave, you think that he's going to stay there? Man, look, this is a sham. This is going down really quickly. God bless a lot of the people that are with that organization right now, because as a Laker fan, that's been a Laker fan for years, just like you have been. Yes, I wasn't a fan of
Man,
the Kobe era, but guess what? I was a Laker organization fan. And let's be very clear. Even then, we saw that they treated their superstars the right way. But we knew that the Lakers organization of old, when LeBron got there, that organization was gone. And every remnants of it. And now that the dominoes are falling in effect and falling into play like they are right now, this is what you're getting. You're getting the aftermath of a very bad organization that was going down from the start. Like you said, when Dr. Buss left, that was it. That was it.
that
And
was it, man. That
we
was it.
haven't seen this organization be the same since then.
Right. The organization has not been the same, dude. It's become more of a laughing stock than anything.
Yeah. With all the championships they got, even the one, like I said, even the one that LeBron got. The reason it was a laughing
Yeah.
stock was not because of the bubble thing. It was
Yeah.
because we had Laker fans or so-called Laker fans that were hating the fact that your team was not relevant for years. Years. Respect to Kobe, but for years, they couldn't even sniff the
Years.
playoffs. LeBron comes
Mm-hmm.
in and you're basically sniffing the playoffs every at least what 5 of the 8 years that they were there,
Yeah.
or maybe more, maybe six, because he was there for 8 years. I'm sure he made the
I'm
playoffs
thinking
probably every year,
it was about 5 or 6 years. It was about 5 or 6 years. Yeah. Seasons. Yeah.
and he won a championship in one of those seasons, and he went to the conference finals twice. So this is my thing. You treat a guy like that, and you don't call him, you don't give him an option, you don't give him a heads up. You say, "Well, I'm moving on to the next guy." When they did that, I knew they don't respect their players anymore. This is not the same Lakers
Mm-mm.
organization
Mm-mm.
anymore. Hence, they sold
No.
it, and now they sold it again. This is the result. This is what you get when you have an organization that doesn't care about their players, and they don't respect their players. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect the overall organization and what it really takes to build a great organization. The Lakers organization is based off of great chemistry, great
Man.
superstars, and just overall their
Superstars.
overall ability to get it done when they need to get it done.
Yeah.
And lately, let me just be honest with you, they have not done that.
Mm-mm.
We
I'm
they
hoping
would
that's a Genie West thing.
every time they did something, you had to beg them to even make any type of call. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. I'm a Laker fan again. I love the Laker organization, but right now it is in shams, and I don't like to see this effect. God bless them again. God bless everybody in the organization. But I
Mm,
guarantee you this: if this continues in the
mm,
next year or so,
mm.
by next year, not this season, but by next season, Luca will be gone.
Somebody said screw it up with Luca, and dude, I don't even want to think about that because the fact that we even got him here on the Laker in the Laker jersey, something I didn't think it was ever gonna happen. I mean, it couldn't be like a wild imagination type of thing. And so yeah, he just end up there in free agency or something like that. But to be traded there,
Right.
dude, y'all better be on deck to have anything and everything to make this man happy. And it seemed like it doesn't take a lot to make Luca happy. Give him a contract, give him some players that he wants that can help him win. Help this organization get back to where it was. If y'all can't do that, it's not gonna it's not gonna happen again. You might as well just move the team.
Yeah.
Move the team out of LA.
Because there's gonna be a lot of faithful fans that just gonna lose hope in the situation.
Yep.
Because
Quickly.
you don't
Quickly.
lose one. Look, just like they didn't get sold not once, but they've gotten sold twice in the last year.
Mhm.
If they lose not one but two superstars in 2 years, oh, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. You can seal it up and pack it up, and like you said, send it to another city because there is no way that the Lakers fan base is going to be sitting there paying for tickets to watch a team that barely, not even barely going to sit the playoffs, or even going to get to the play in, let alone the playoffs.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm very dissatisfied as a Laker fan right now. They need to make some changes,
That's
and it probably needs to start in the front office. They need to fire like
right.
once they get it in. I'm definitely looking at your boy Rob Palinka. Gotta go, gotta go.
He on the hot seat. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta go,
That's a hot
gotta
seat.
go, gotta
Yeah.
go. Like, don't get me wrong, he did help with the Luca thing to a certain extent, but
Hmm.
in the same token, when you helping with Luca, you basically help also push out LeBron, which was a bad move. And so you're going to regret that.
But you kind of got to look at it this way though. LeBron is in his 40s. Nobody has really had a superstar who played his caliber, he played in his caliber in his 40s. So yeah, this has got a lot to do with the front office when they not bringing the kind of help they need around LeBron. If that's the case, I mean, if that's the case, then we definitely saw that. But and you gotta think about it. LeBron is like every year he's on an every year like a year to year type of thing, like kind of way with a lease. When you got a lease, then you end up becoming year to year or month to month, like that. That's kind of like the thing. You never know when this man gonna retire, or you want to build with him. Because I understand on that side of the Lakers organization side of it,
Right.
why they wanted to move on from him.
Right.
Because is he a guy that who can still fit, or who still could be available? Like I'm gonna say that not available piece, but a piece that you know that can work for the future.
Right.
And and it's kind of like a slap in the face, but it's kind of not. When he signed that contract, this is like 1 year, 8 year deal
Right.
with the 76ers. You could have got him that, but he just felt disrespected. And from LeBron's side, and I'm not a LeBron fan at all. I mean, I have great respect for what he's done in his career, and doing it for as long as he did and breaking records. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful, and he did it in a Laker uniform. But I just felt like that man was disrespected enough to be pushed out the office. Like, man, I don't care what y'all throw out there. It's, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
that's why I say it's bad. So
Yeah.
that's why that kind of circles to what you were talking about when we like what I was talking about before, and like when we first started that section that segment. It's like, bro, like that's a bad look on the Lakers organization overall. I mean, I can understand where y'all want to move on LeBron, but there was a better way y'all could have done that. A way better way I can do it. And now, things look the way it does. This gonna take some doing. Like if Luke, like you, yeah, if things like you said, and like we said, if things mess up with Luca, this organization gonna look bad for a long time.
Mm. Oh yeah.
For a long time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we ain't look look. All I'm gonna say is this because I want to get off the Laker topic and we're gonna go into something real quick. But as a Laker fan, I'm gonna
Hmm.
say this. I'm gonna say this. What you're starting to see in this era of basketball, right? You are starting to see a lot of teams. They are choosing the money and they're choosing the overall they're choosing the money over the long-term goal of making more money and building a great organization.
Yeah, building that brand because the brand is there. It's like, come on, you'll be kidding yourself if you say if the Lakers brand is not worldwide. It's worldwide everywhere. You look in China, you see billboards, Kobe. You still see that. Europe, people wearing Laker hats. It's all over the world. And to what's going on right now, I won't say you're tarnishing it, but you're beginning that process of tarnishing that brand. And you do not want that to happen. Do not let that happen. Because people will, like you said, people of all of sports, this like the Lakers has one of the biggest fan bases across sports, like across the world. Y'all really want to tarnish that because of what y'all doing right now, and how ugly y'all look when in the LeBron situation?
It
There's
just
better ways to do
yeah.
things. Like with Kobe,
Yeah.
I feel like Kobe in his last years of playing, they gave him that 2 year contract. People were like, oh, what are you doing? That's kind of like a thank you, Kobe, for what you
Right.
done for us. For the you do that's what you do, and then you say we're gonna move on from this and let that be done. And Kobe retired. And you know what? Nothing. There was nothing bad said about that. It
No.
was time. It was his time. Like it was his time for him to go. And he knew it, and that's why he made that year his last year. whether they win a championship or not. Let him play because these guys been a part of your organization all his life. I mean, all his career. He didn't go anywhere else.
And this was the long. And let's be honest, right? You, this was the longest time that LeBron has stayed in an organization
Yeah,
for.
yeah. And you
So
slap him in the face like that.
yeah, he's looking like I can't believe you guys would do this to me, and I stayed here for nearly 10 years. That was the crazy
Right,
part about it. He hadn't
right.
stayed anywhere else. Everybody like he should stay. He should stay. Well, he stayed. He stayed.
He
He
did
should have
say,
won 2, 3 championships.
yeah, we couldn't it easily could have been 3 championships. Like, come on. Come on now. You talking about an organization that can make that happen? It definitely can. Definitely can.
Should have been
Definitely should
three,
have.
three championships. You're telling me he still stayed even though he did not win that many? And you guys do him like this? And then now, as soon as that follows up, now you're selling your organization again.
Again.
And now one of your biggest front office people in Jeannie Buss, she's fighting against her family for the business. This looks so bad.
That's
So
bad,
bad.
yo.
It looks like
Yo.
everything that LeBron ended up leaving for, we see why it happened now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who wants to be a part of that mess? And then you putting this on Luca. Like this is who I'm looking at the most in this situation is Luca. Because this is the guy who who could very easily bring the brand right back to where it needs to be, and bring the I don't know the word for it, but I wouldn't say aura or anything like that, but bring that championship, that championship feeling back to this organization again, back to the winning ways, and
Right.
back to the ways of where it's supposed to be. If y'all, like I said, like I'm gonna say it again, we'll keep saying it, and I'm gonna tell every Laker fan that I know about this. If they make Luca upset in this in his contract, the contract that we gave him, if you make him upset and he leaves, it's gonna be bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any kind of recovery for a long time
Oh
from
yeah.
that.
And the Lakers fan base, let me tell you, if you thought that they had loyalty for a long, 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 long,
Yeah,
long, long
put
time.
up with this mess. Put up with it. Put up with a lot of mess over the years.
Let me tell you something.
Man,
We're gonna look back at this. I'm gonna tell you something. This is what people are not talking about. Let me get really into it.
not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Look,
Especially hearing from Laker fans.
let me tell you something. This is what they're not talking about. Do you realize that not only will this affect the Lakers organization, but this would affect possibly 3 organizations?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Think about
yeah.
this for a second. The 76ers have LeBron James, Jalen Brown, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe. Got a decent bench, right? You know,
Hmm.
if this team were to win a championship in the next 2 years, not only does the Lakers look bad, but the Lakers look bad,
mm, definitely will.
Boston looks bad.
Oh, mm. You talking about your iconic franchises?
You
Mm.
see what I'm talking about? How do you go from being 2 of the most historic franchises in NBA history to wetting the bed like this?
Exactly. And that trade, that Jalen Brown trade from the Celtics, that's a head scratcher to me. Like, why would you do that? If you're gonna offload anybody, and if you and I'm talking about more of the business side. Okay, if it's not working out, you don't want to get this guy a contract. Fine, but why trade him to somebody in your conference? Not let alone probably the same division. You got to see this guy probably like what, maybe 3 times. If three, maybe 4 times a year.
Y'all just
Why would you
lost to
do that?
them. You just traded them to the team that you lost to.
It doesn't, man. That what in the world? What in the world?
Oh yeah. Who would imagine? This is I'm going to leave this one off, and then I'm going to go into the next topic. But
Okay.
who would have
Yeah.
ever imagined that the two most historical franchises and organizations in NBA history a year from now would look like a shell of themselves, both of them. And one of them is not too far from winning a championship 2 years ago. The other one won 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 3 years ago, one of them was in the conference finals to get to the championship. You go from that to your organizations being sold and you trading away franchise future Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to hurt them for a long time to come if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this one last thing, and this is to everybody who watches this. Let Luka walk, or let Tatum walk from the Celtics or from the Lakers. Let them walk and see what happens to both organizations. Because if this doesn't work out, then I'm pretty sure Paul George.
They're going to plummet like this. They're going down. They're going down.
It's what Paul George is going to do. What Paul George is going to do in Jaylen Brown's situation. I mean, Jaylen Brown's role on that team.
Nothing. He's just another trade piece to get ready to give another team another future Hall of Famer and NBA champion, just like he's done in the past.
I mean, disappoint Tatum if you want to.
Oh yeah,
disappoint Luka if you want to. See what happens, bro. See what happens.
Oh, they might, and you know what was funny? They might end up on the same team
somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean,
man, let that shake down. That's gonna be another worldwide thing talked about for years to come.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing, and it's because of the Lakers and Boston not doing their business like they've been doing all these years, not doing what they're supposed to. That's gonna set the dominoes in effect. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Crazy,
absolutely.
Crazy to think that this was even going to be possible. But on the next topic of discussion, speaking of the NBA, man, I'm gonna get to it because we it's 11. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But so we got the NBA schedule coming up, and speaking of the NBA schedule, here goes some games to look forward to. 76ers versus the Knicks on opening night. Look! I ain't done. Oklahoma City versus the San Antonio Spurs on the opening night.
That's two teams who hate each other, man. You seen it in the Western Conference Finals. Them boys do not like each other. So opening night. Oh yeah.
Minnesota versus the Heat on the second night. Woo! Lighten it up. And then here goes some more notable games. Portland returning to Memphis on the 29th in October. Boston versus the 76ers on November 10th. Milwaukee facing Miami on the 18th of November. Miami versus the Sixers on the 25th of November.
The battle of the new rosters.
Minnesota versus the Hornets on the 29th of January.
Miller Ball return.
Then on Christmas, here go the Christmas games. We got Miami versus Boston. Philadelphia versus the Lakers. Oklahoma City.
Shake up.
Oklahoma City versus Minnesota.
With that new roster they got up there in Minnesota, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna want to make some damage. And then Denver versus Golden State, which it'll be toss up. You know what I'm saying? It'll be decent. But man, them games, man. What are you looking forward to, dog? Man, what's up?
Bring me, because you know what? I'm with my team this year, man. I mean, these guys got together. Man, talking about the Lakers, these guys got together in Europe and did a workout as a team. All of them together, except for the rookie that we got, which man, mm, mm, I'm telling you, I hope the Lakers do not mess this up because man, we got some nice players on that. Just looking at the G League.
Right.
Some nice players, and you mix them in. You mix them into that Christmas. Well, I'm probably pretty sure that I'm gonna play by then the Christmas game. But no, give me that makeshift roster against the 76ers. I want to see that. I want to see what we do versus them. I ain't scared. I ain't be gonna be. I'm not gonna sit on the couch and be skeptical of this team no more because I know this team is gonna bring it. I know Luke gonna be there. I know Austin gonna be there. Quinn Grimes, all the guys we brought, Sexton, all them guys, Walker Kessler, bring them versus that team. And I hope Kessler get 5 blocks on MB.
Mm.
Five,
Mm.
five. Give me
Mm-hmm.
5.
Okay. I can't wait to see it. And I'm a Laker fan. I want to see him do good. But I'm gonna tell you
I
this
want to see
too.
him do good. Bring it a game. Make it a
Yeah.
game.
But I'm gonna tell you this too.
Win it.
LeBron has got some
Oh yeah.
problems with the organization. And he know coming back to that organization after he didn't won a championship in there, broken
He gonna want to
records
score
there.
40.
Broken records there. Let me tell you something. He
Woo.
gonna have a lot to say. And you telling me that having a 76ers back him up, he ain't gonna go out there and show out? Oh,
Oh
he's
yeah, they
showing.
they gonna show out. They gonna come. Right? They
They
gonna
coming.
bring it.
They coming head ready. And you talking about in LA? In
You
LA?
know, like,
LeBron is gonna want to put on a clinic in LA. So Luca better bring some smoke. And I hope he does. You know, as a
oh
like I
yeah,
said, the Laker fan, I hope he brings some smoke. But I'm telling you, that 76ers team don't
they
have
gonna
no
come ready.
love lost. They are coming, man.
Nope.
They are coming, and they coming for vengeance. Because they know LeBron, after the way they just did him, he don't want to hold no punches. And Jalen
Nope.
Brown got everything to prove. And speaking of another
Everything.
matchup, that Jalen Brown, that Boston matchup, Boston versus the 76ers. Man, he gonna tear them a new. I'm telling you,
Yep.
he's gonna
And there
tear
ain't gonna
them
be
a
nobody to
new.
stop him. He
No,
don't got
no,
nobody on that team to stop him.
no,
Nope.
no, no, no. And that with nobody. He's going to
No.
clown in Boston, man.
Right,
Clown
right,
in
right on
Boston.
Paul George's head.
Oh man, trust me. Gonna clown them. When he get a chance to get that out of them, he gonna clown them. And then let me tell you this.
Mm,
This is before any of those games that we just mentioned, right? Because those are Christmas games, those are possible games in January, stuff like that. November,
mm,
right?
mm.
That opening game, 76ers and the Knicks. Let me tell you something.
Versus the champs. Mm.
Let me tell you something. The 76ers wouldn't like nothing more than to upset the Knicks on ring. So man, like I said, man, that Knicks versus man 76ers on opening night,
Mm,
nothing would be crazier
mm.
than seeing the Knicks get their
Man.
opening night spoiled by the 76ers on ring night.
Them gonna be the villains, man. They go on that villain
Woo!
role, man.
You talking about villains? They will not like them for the
Damn.
rest of the season, bro.
At all.
Look. But then for the 76ers, they'll be in the league. They will get in the Knicks' head, man. That is what you got to do. You come
Mm-hmm.
there on ring night and you spoil it. And you set the
Yeah.
standard from that time on. That don't just affect the Knicks. It affects every other team that looks at the 76ers organization or anything. They're going to look at them and be like, man, this team is really not here to play. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Having a
Hey,
competitive game that night will be cool. But to win that competitive game, man, look, the Knicks better come out on business.
But yeah, a lot of gagging around. You gotta come out. Yeah. It won't be. There won't be no lot of gagging coming around. They gonna come straight out the gate and whoop your head in. They gonna try to. Talking about the Knicks, like, be careful. Y'all gonna get y'all rings. It's gonna be a great moment, but it's gonna be once that tip off happens. I feel like them dudes gonna be off to the races.
Oh yeah.
The first play gonna be alley.
LeBron James.
I won't put it past that dude, man. I tell
And
you,
Yeah.
I would not put it past that dude
at Madison Square Garden.
at the Garden. Yeah, Stephen A. gonna be talking his stuff, but hey,
You, you better talk it at the. Hey, look, you better talk it at the ring ceremony, because when they get on that court, it might all go away. I promise you.
Stephen A. Man.
Promise you. I promise you, it's not going to. It might go all the way downhill from there, because
Yeah.
Look, LeBron he loves playing in Madison Square Garden. Make no mistake about it.
Man.
He loves playing with the Knicks against the Knicks.
Yeah. Put on the show in front of Broadway in New York and the New York Knickerbockers, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's in front of the biggest show right there in at the Garden in New York. He gonna put on the show, man. That's where all the eyes are gonna be. Right there.
And everybody, look, the same people that like that them winning that championship, if they lose that opening night, that is going to set the tone for the rest of the season. Mark my words. That is going to set the tone for the rest of the season. Because one thing is for certain and two things is for sure. When you are trying to win a championship against a championship organization, what you must do, you must out the gate let them know, oh, you may be the champion, but ain't no guarantee you going to win it this year. Matter of fact, I don't even think you going to be able to win it this year if we got something to say about it.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
And that's the thing that they got to set, man. That's what they got to do. They got to come out there. And the 76ers know they got to come out there and dominate. They know that.
Yeah.
So really, it's all about what the Knicks go out there and do. If they go out there and go pound for pound with the 76ers and, they still end up losing the game, but they go out there and put on a great show, then I'll say, cool. But if you go out there and get pummeled, if you go out there and get bamboozled, let me tell you something. I don't care how many championships you won, because you just won one after 50 years.
Yeah.
What? All eyes are going to be on you for the rest of the season, because they're going to be like, can they really do it with all of this competition that they're going to have this year?
Mm-hmm.
Can they pull it off? Because everybody's going to be gunning for you. And the one team that you got to worry about this year, you got to face them on opening night.
Yep. That's your biggest threat. Not your only. It's not going to be the only threat either. But that's going to be your biggest threat.
And this is going to prove, look, let me tell you something. LeBron ain't been in the conference in a while, so they was able to breathe lightly. You can't breathe no more. He finna try to cut off your oxygen.
And I like that. And I like to see that too. And I like that, man. I like that.
Ain't no more. Ain't no more breathing easy over here no more. You had a shot. Your shot's over with. Your shot's done. Ain't no more getting along with the get along. Nope. So Kawhi got a championship when LeBron wasn't there. Jason Tatum got a championship while LeBron wasn't there in the conference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard got one. Jalen Brunson got one. Jason Tatum got one.
Tatum got one.
Kawhi Leonard got one. All of these guys that was around that was there while LeBron was in the Western Conference. They all got a championship. What you gonna do now that he back in the championship picture in the Eastern Conference?
Yeah.
So remember when they said it. Remember when they said it wasn't competitive when LeBron was trying to win in the Eastern Conference, them 8 years. Well, we gonna see if that's the same. They gonna have the same thing to say this year.
Oh yeah. You got like 8 teams. You got a playoff list of teams that's gonna be coming ready.
Right. So now, if he if he do away with them, was it really that the Eastern Conference was weak, or was it just LeBron James was that dominant? So we're gonna find out. We're gonna
Man, I can't
find out.
wait.
We're gonna find out because you don't even have to be that dominant in order for that team to get over the hump this year. That's the scary part about it.
That is.
That's the scary part about it. He don't even have to inch a sweat.
He really don't.
out,
No, he don't.
And they will still dominate the entire conference.
Easily.
Man, this is scary, man. Look,
Yeah.
this is scary. This is scary. And I tell you, look, I still think the 76ers are going to have competition because, like I said, there's so many great teams in the East.
Mm-hmm.
But I also believe that if they can get everything together, by the time the playoffs come, this is the scariest matchup that you could have in the Eastern Conference, man.
Amen.
Scary.
I believe that wholeheartedly, man. I believe that wholeheartedly. I better be careful, hey, and just let my people know in Philly. Hey, I hear y'all.
Oh
I
yeah.
hear y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I hear y'all. I
Oh
hear
yeah.
y'all.
And look, Philly. Speaking of Philly, they gonna feel. Hey, look, he get a championship in Philly, man.
Oh yeah.
Man.
And it's adding another championship to a team who's destined to win the championship again. Not talking about 2024 or anything like that. And even heard like I don't know if this is true or not. You know, rumors are rumors, but you know, say heard this guy right here. He helped LeBron get there. He was part of LeBron. Say, Brian, come on to Philly, man. And this is another New York and a guy who played New York.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
New York Giants, man.
Trust me.
Make him
It's a
feel
lot of
sick.
reasons LeBron James looked around and said everybody wanted him where he in Philadelphia, and
Yeah.
now that he's there, he win a championship for this organization. Let me tell you something. You better hope that he don't get the confidence to go back to back. Because let me tell you this. Let
Oh,
me
he
tell
coming
you
back.
this. Huh? Back to back.
I'm about
If,
to say, yeah.
if he can get one the first year, ain't no telling what they could do to amp this roster up and get one the second year.
Oh yeah, definitely. People gonna come. People will come. People will come.
I just believe that them fumbling this, man, was probably one of the biggest fumbles. It's gonna be up there with the Luka fumble.
Mm.
It really is. If they win a championship, it's gonna be up there with the Luka fumble.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. It definitely will. That y'all put some second thought into that. Just might, yeah. Basically it will. Yeah, it will. I'm like, man. I thought we was over with this stuff, man.
No.
We go again,
Keep
making the
making
same
stupid
mistakes.
moves, doing dumb stuff, thinking that it's not gonna hurt you, but it will. It will, and you've seen it over the
Yeah.
last 2 to 3 years. Stupid move after stupid move after stupid move, and the organizations that do it, they always are the ones that are on the backside, looking at it like, why did we do that? Dallas, Dallas is the first one. The next one is probably going to be Boston. And another one was the Clippers. Clippers did the same thing. Throughout the years, they just kept fumbling great players. And it just seems like this is the new era of basketball where they just fumble a lot of great players.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you see, Clippers, y'all should just let Chris Paul go to the Lakers, man. Y'all ain't do nothing with that, man. Nothing. Y'all over talking about Live City this, Live City that. What did Live City do, man? Y'all got to the second round and got your butts beat.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You should just let Chris Paul go to the Lakers, man.
Mm-hmm. And then Kawhi Leonard came there. Thought he was gonna win a championship. And he
Professor
bamboozled
Load
y'all.
Management.
He bamboozled y'all. Bamboozled y'all so bad, man. Clippers organization, he stole money from you. Night in and night out.
Now I see why he did it, because he's like, for me at the time, it made no sense. You won a championship with a team that brought you over, and you won with that team, and then you jet on them the next year. I see why though. You come to get that money. They get that free money. You don't got to do nothing over there. It's the Clippers. You just wear their jersey, hit a few shots, and just sit out for the rest of the season.
Right. And every once in
Dang,
a while,
Clippers.
hey, look, every once in a while he'll make a guest appearance.
Make a guest appearance. Ooh, I'll tell you.
Look,
I'll tell you.
look.
That must be nice, man.
Woo! It was. It was. And I tell you what, he's gonna savor every moment of it when he actually has to play in Toronto. He gonna be like, for all of those nights where I didn't play, where I actually could have played, I'm gonna savor being able to having to play because I know that I made so much money not playing all of this time. Now I'm ready. Now I'm actually
Are
ready
you
to go
ready?
out there and compete.
And then another team in the Eastern Conference. If you have him over there, dude, then
Yeah.
another team.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He going
Oh
back there to
yeah.
compete. Make
Scotty
no mistake
Barnes.
about it. Make no
Oof.
mistake about it. Toronto is going to compete, and Kawhi is going to back to Toronto to compete.
Yeah.
That's what he's going there for. He going there because this is last hurrah. This is going to be his
Oh
last
yeah.
stop in his career, and he's
Most
going to go
definitely.
out going out Kawhi Leonard style, going out straight up making buckets. So if you don't think that Toronto's going to have something to say about, somebody's going to get knocked out this year. You
Yeah.
got 8 good teams that's going to probably be decent and solid. Somebody is going to get upset this year because we got so many players that can upset people. It's not even funny. That's why just as much
Yeah.
as I like the Knicks, and I think the Knicks and the 76ers to possibly win it all, they could easily get upset if they
Yeah.
are
They
not
they really
careful.
can.
If they not
Yeah.
careful. If they not careful. This is a dangerous conference, man.
And I'm happy for him.
And it's a matchup to matchup conference. You get the wrong matchup at the wrong time, and that could be the end of your playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe before it even starts. Imagine this. This is how good the conference is. Imagine the 76ers first round. You get the Indiana Pacers and the Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. Team that you should not sleep on.
And
Especially if Halliburton stays healthy. Man.
then look, you get them in the
Man.
first round, you
Man.
already in a head-on collision with a team that you, man, look, too many possibilities and too much going on for this Eastern Conference not to be this good this year. And I'm just sitting back and it's gonna be great, man. Toronto's going to be good again. The Magic are going to be good. Detroit's going to be good. The Cavs are going to be good. You know what I'm saying? The Pacers are going to be good. The Knicks are going to be good, obviously. The Sixers are going to be good, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? These teams, it's going to be a rocking Eastern Conference, man. And I
Oh, for
just can't
sure.
wait to see what all is going to happen, man. And when it's all said and
Most
done,
definitely.
in the NBA, as NBA fans, we finna get what we want, bro. A heck of a season, a competitive season, a season that we haven't witnessed in a long, long time. We haven't witnessed this
Right.
much. this much competitiveness and this much possibilities in a long time in the NBA. And for us to get this as fans, it's gonna be great, man. So get ready to tune
That'll
in,
be a
man.
great thing.
We're gonna see some backbreakers, some backbreaking games. I'm telling you. People gonna be getting
Mm-hmm.
people laid out. Especially some of them games coming back to their organization, the organizations that got rid of them, like Portland going back to Memphis. My gosh, if Ja Morant is out there and he
Focus jump right.
of any ability,
Man.
you better believe he coming for every single thing that he can on them boys
Oh, it's
because
gonna be
I'm
some
telling
villains out
you.
here this year.
And Lillard, what when Lillard when he got Lillard with him, that could be
Oh,
a hard.
yeah,
That's gonna be a long night for Memphis, man. I'm telling you,
man,
a long night for Memphis.
man.
And Minnesota going back to the Hornets, and you got Ant and LaMelo.
In the mellow, man.
What about Miami? Think about this. I just thought about that second night game. Miami and
Yeah,
Minnesota. That might go down to the wire, dog. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's gonna
I, I,
start. That's gonna
I
start
tell you,
something. Well, that's gonna start something that we ain't want to. We ain't know we could get started, man. With them going like that, you got Bam Adebayo and Giannis versus Lamelo Ball, and Anthony Edwards on the second night of the NBA season.
yeah, man, yeah, man.
Blockbuster popcorn. Get your popcorn ready because it's about to get
It's gonna be a
crazy
popcorn
over here.
season, man, for real.
Crazy, crazy.
It's
Can't
gonna be
wait
it's
to
gonna be a
see it all,
popcorn
man.
night type of season.
Oh yeah, can't wait
Yeah,
to see it, guys, man. Like I said, it's finna get crazy, man. But that's gonna be it, man. That's all I got to
heartbeat.
talk about, bro. We finna get ready for the season, dog. We saw all of these trades happen, man. The Eastern Conference ain't never been like it's been right now, man. Guys, keep on lock with us, bro, because we gonna have some more to
Yeah,
talk about for sure.
yeah,
When this season is all said and done,
that's for sure. Yeah.
we gonna have some people that's gonna be celebrating, and we gonna have some people that's gonna be highly, highly upset because ain't
Mm.
no guarantees in the season this year in the NBA, y'all. For sure, for sure. With that being said, this is the Race Beyond the American Dream Sports. I'm your host, Mr. G. Lacey. I'm with my host, Mr. Blake. And guys,
Yes,
God
sir.
bless. We are out.